A few days ago, we watched Wolverine take home the light heavyweight championship slapping belt from the Slap Fight Championship Series, but we didn't get to see how he got there, his journey to the top and earning that crown. We saw him win the championship, but we didn't see the round before that, so it's a little out of order and we've been a bit spoiled on the anime. But today I want to show you round 1 here. Wolverine went through a man called Archaic Death, and when I say went through, I mean he fucking vaporized this guy with a slap. It was like he fucking deatomized him. It was like watching footage of a nuclear explosion localized entirely to a man's cheek. It was absolutely brutal. He speed ran the slapping tournament here.
It's Missouri, Archaic Death! The Wolverine!
Wolverine was blessed with a beard to rival ZZ Top and hands that could destroy heaven itself if he ever felt like it. Wolverine is an actual force of nature, if nature was fueled by Budweiser and pickup trucks.
Little bit of a backstory on these two competitors. They have met each other once before. About a decade ago, Wolverine defeated Archaic Death in an MMA fight. Now, these two have not seen each other since that night, but Archaic Death has been in contact with our social media platforms, and he has specifically requested this matchup for tonight.
A decision Archaic Death will soon regret, and by soon I mean really soon, like a matter of 60 seconds. Archaic Death, I don't think knew what he was getting into. He bit off more than he could chew, 100%. Asking for a fight with Wolverine is like asking to be tied to train tracks and run over by a train 3 times. Again, this is another nickname I don't really understand in the professional slapping world. Archaic Death sounds like a randomly generated Xbox Live gamer tag. I definitely think they should have a department dedicated to coming up with better nicknames, like some really cool shit, really badass nicknames like Minotaur, Sledgehammer, Iron Warbeard, Raw Pubis, System Overload, Fiber Optics, Stink Master, Colon Colonel, you know, like really good ones that'll make the crowd fucking pump their fist. Like that sounds like some manly shit. You know, Archaic Death, that's lame, but any of those, like that's really awesome.
1, 2, 3.
Big shot by Wolverine, and Archaic Death goes down. Big knockdown by Wolverine.
Nicknames are meaningless now because after that slap, Archaic Death forgot what his own name was, no doubt. That was only his first slap. His first slap coming in completely cold, probably jerked off 5 times in the bathroom getting warmed up, and Wolverine still comes out here, absolutely blasts the shit out of him. It's like I said in the last video, Wolverine's slaps are just so slap-like. You know, like when he slaps, you can hear it from miles away, and you'll know exactly what it was. Like, there was probably a family driving down the interstate 50 miles down the road, and the father heard it through an open window and was like, someone just got slapped. I heard it. What was that?
1, 2, 3.
Big shot by Wolverine.
Just listen to it. I had to replay it again because just listen to it. Nothing sounds more like a slap. That is an indistinguishable noise. If there was construction work going on in that arena, you would still hear this slap over the sound of jackhammers and cinder blocks exploding. It is just so fucking incredible how perfect Wolverine's slaps are. I love that this guy in the red shirt comes in just to get a couple slaps in on his own. Look at me, look at me. Just to slap him one more time for no reason. I guess trying to like hype him up or something. And then he goes into like a little scat man with the dup-diddy-dup-diddy-tee-tee-tee-ho or whatever the fuck that was. I feel like there's no way the subtitles here are accurate to what he's actually saying, but it doesn't matter anyway. I think this is his coach right here, and I don't know if he's just speaking in Mad Libs or something, or if the transcription is off, because he just comes out of nowhere saying, ham and beef, drop dance. Like, I don't think that's right. I feel like this was poorly translated through Google Translate. It doesn't seem accurate. I don't think the coach just came out of nowhere and just started screaming ham and beef, as if that means anything. It's not like a football play. You wouldn't hear Tom Brady go up and be like, ham and beef, drop dance, and like go back in the pocket or anything. Like, it doesn't make sense. I feel like there's no way This guy, unless he's not even like his coach and he just came out of nowhere, he's just like a ham and beef conspiracy theorist. I don't know, but I feel like something has gone awry here.
And Archaic Death's going to step back to the barrel.
Hebrew green shirt. I guess that about sums it up. We're ready for the continuation of round 1 now.
1, 2, 3.
Big shot from Archaic Death. Wolverine just... Big shot from Archaic Death.
The way he just takes that shot, like that was him being a fucking meteor right there. He threw his arm like it was an asteroid barreling towards Earth. Archaic Death put a lot of mustard on it for sure. He put some real elbow grease and meat behind it. But Wolverine just shakes it off. So casually too. Like he's looking down like a shy anime protagonist and he takes it and he's like still like, that wasn't even enough to get me riled up. Not even worth me looking you in the eyes after that shot. Like that's gotta be so fucking scary. To step against a man who can just easily shake that kind of shit off. Archaic Death, though, at least got one shot in here. So that's gotta count for something.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! And we have a knockout, ladies and gentlemen. A brutal knockout.
2, 3.
Oh!
A brutal knockout is an understatement. That looks like something you'd only see on Live Leak. Probably the most hard slap I've ever seen delivered. Unironically say that. Even knowing Vasily Kamatsky and his power, I think this is the hardest slap I've ever seen delivered. I have not seen a knockout that hard in all of slapping. To be honest, it was actually a pretty scary knockout because of the fucking tumble he took. He got absolutely slammed like a bag of potatoes onto the floor there. And he didn't come to for the rest of the video. For the rest of the match, he was just lying there while the paramedics were tending to him. They had his like legs lifted like something out of the Kama Sutra. I actually thought they were gonna like drag him off like some Tom and Jerry shit, but they were lifting his legs up and like massaging him. I won't show that because it actually is just kind of scary. But from what I understand, he's okay now. It was just such a fucking hard knockout that they couldn't really get him up and alert for the rest of that time. So one of the strongest shots I've ever seen delivered in slapping. And Wolverine, you know, he's also got a heart of gold. He immediately went over and felt remorse. He was like, man, I unleashed 5% of my power and that was too much. I got carried away. And he just goes over there. You can see the regret and the worry on his face. So he at least seems like a good guy too, who just happens to be blessed with an unimaginable slapping power. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to show round 1 here since we already saw the championship. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.